This video is brought to you by Happy Death Day to You, in theaters on February 13th. What if you could do it all over again?
Oh, hey, you're up. I folded your pants for you.
No way.
These films have a few ideas. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Deja Vu movies. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at movies in which characters revisit or relive the same moment, day, or period of time, or at least feel as if they are. This can be the result of actual time travel or more of a mental feeling of deja vu. Consider yourself warned, there will be spoilers. Number 10, Back to the Future Part 2.
The manure. I remember that.
In the second chapter of this beloved trilogy, Doc and Marty visit the future to stop Marty's son from making a grave mistake, only for Marty to make one of his own, buying a sports almanac to bring home with him. Unfortunately, bad guy Biff gets his hands on it, and after stealing the DeLorean time machine, he travels back to 1955 to help his younger self get rich, thus drastically changing the future. One of the coolest parts of this film is when Marty revisits the same events he altered in the first film. He needs to get the almanac from Biff without undermining all the good work he did on his previous visit. Nobody said time travel was easy, McFly.
It's me, it's Marty.
Oh, it can't be. Just sent you back to the future.
Oh, I know you did send me back to the future, but I'm back. I'm back from the future.
Great Scott.
Number 9, Before I Fall.
Sisyphus, not an STD.
In this moving teen drama, we follow mean high schooler Samantha Kingston on February 12th, dubbed Cupid Day at her school. Sam plans to lose her virginity to her boyfriend that night. Unfortunately, the day doesn't exactly go as planned, ending in far more dramatic fashion. Then, Sam wakes up to discover that it's Cupid Day again. What first seems like a dream soon reveals itself to be a time loop, from which Sam finds herself helpless to escape. As she repeatedly relives the day, however, she learns a lot about herself and the way she's hurt those around her, including her classmate Juliet and longtime friend Kent. We won't give away Sam's redemptive fate, but have a tissue handy.
One good thing. You just focus on that one good thing, and you see where it leads you.
Number 8, Happy Death Day. Teen slasher horror flicks come and go, but unfortunately, far too few of them have anything particularly interesting or memorable to contribute to the genre. Every now and then, however, a horror film like this one comes along that not only delivers the scares, but a compelling premise too.
So I'm just supposed to keep dying until I figure out who my killer is? That's your genius plan.
Do you have a better idea?
Happy Death Day features a time loop, through which our hero, college student Tree, murdered on her birthday, tries to identify and avoid her killer, while suffering countless memorable deaths in the process. It's a literally sharp, self-aware film with plenty to say about horror, further elevated by a rock-solid performance by Jessica Roth. We can't wait to see where they take it in the sequel.
I'm back. Underlay people!
Who's this crazy white girl?
Number 7, Timecrimes. A passion project of Spanish filmmaker Nacho Vigalondo, who directed, wrote, and co-stars in this complex thriller. Timecrimes, or Los Cronos Crímenes, tells the story of Hector, a man stuck in, a time loop. Things get pretty complicated pretty quickly, as each time Hector goes back in time, he effectively creates a duplicate of himself. The film begins with Hector trying to escape a killer, but he soon finds himself becoming that killer, pursuing the other versions of himself. It's a convoluted film, and at times you may find yourself reeling as you try to keep track of all its moving parts, but it's a lot of fun, and sure to satisfy any fans of stylish, cerebral sci-fi. Number 6, Primer.
Okay, I lost it. What? Why the timer? Because the moment we start those machines is the moment we'll end up getting out of them, and...
Right, got it, sorry.
I don't want to be standing around when they do.
Yep.
Many consider this low-budget deja vu movie by Shane Carruth to be one of the most meticulously planned-out time travel stories ever crafted. Primer follows two engineers, Aaron and Abe, who dive deep into the tech and discover a time looping effect that allows them to profit off of same-day stock trading.
What do they do? Oh, what do you mean? What does this company do? Do they make things? I don't know. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that the price goes up. You know, and the volume's so high that the number of shares we're trading is not going to affect the price.
When they realize that their seemingly perfect plan is yielding unexpected consequences, however, they soon find that it's far more difficult to undo the effects of time travel than they ever could have imagined. It's the sort of film that you have to rewatch a few times to really understand, which seems appropriate, but it's brilliant.
Is that normal? This isn't normal. For the machine? No, for people. You think it's the machine? I got it.
Number 5. Source Code.
Who bombed the train?
I don't know who bombed the goddamn train.
Then go back and try again.
Back where?
Directed by noted film auteur Duncan Jones and starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Source Code is another complex exploration of time travel.
So I took your advice. It was very good advice.
Grandpa.
Captain Coulter Stevens, a U.S. Army pilot, is tasked with operating an experimental device that allows him to not only live out the last 8 minutes of the life of another person, but also control that person's actions, effectively creating alternate timelines. His mission? Stop a train bomber. For Stevens, this is understandably exhausting, and as he begins to learn more about the specifics of the device and his body, a more personal narrative develops, adding to the already tense and compelling sci-fi premise.
I'll ask Rutledge.
I'm asking you. Just send me.
Number 4. Run, Lola, Run. In this beautiful, unique, exhilarating, and exhausting German thriller, Franka Potenta plays the titular Lola, a young woman who must secure 100,000 German marks, or around 56,000 US dollars, within 20 minutes or her criminal boyfriend Manny will be killed. The film revolves around the concepts of fate, destiny, and self-determination, while also exploring how small actions and differences of as little as 30 seconds can drastically alter the course of one's life. Over the course of the film's literal running time, Lola relives those 20 minutes 3 times, each version playing out very differently, not only for Lola, but for the people she interacts with as well. It was nominated for dozens of awards, winning many, including the Audience Award at Sundance. Number 3. Edge of Tomorrow.
Find me when you wake up. What? Come find me when you wake up.
Based on the Japanese YA light novel All You Need Is Kill, Edge of Tomorrow is set in a world in which humanity wages war against an invading alien race, the Mimics. Tom Cruise plays William Cage, an army officer working in media relations who's forced into combat by a superior. After killing a mimic on the battlefield, the blood of the alien seemingly kills him, only for Cage to suddenly wake up, having jumped back to the previous morning. Trapped in a loop video game style, Cage begins training and learning from each battle, before crafting a plan to secure a major victory. It is a thrilling ride, further elevated by great performances from both Cruise and Emily Blunt. Number 2. Memento.
Remember Sammy Jankis?
Christopher Nolan has established himself as one of the most prominent and influential directors of the 21st century, crafting some of the most memorable films of the past few decades. Though more than one of his movies could be considered game changers, Memento remains the film that really put him on the map, and depending on who you ask, is perhaps his best.
You don't even know who you are.
Yes, I do. I don't have amnesia. I remember everything right up until the incident. I am Leonard Shelby. I am from San Francisco.
That's who you were. You do not know who you are.
This deja vu psychological thriller is a meticulous exercise in non-linear narrative, told across 2 overlapping timelines, following a man with anterograde amnesia who can't form new memories, trying to track down his wife's murderer. It's fascinating, challenging, utterly unique, and it works on so many levels.
What's the last thing that you do remember?
My wife.
That's sweet.
Dying. I remember my wife dying.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Tom lost part of his brain in a hunting accident. His memory only lasts 10 seconds.
I was in an accident? That's terrible.
Don't worry, you'll totally get over it in about 3 seconds.
Get over it? I mean, what happened? Did I get shot in the brain? Hi, I'm Tom.
Hi, I'm Lucy.
But there's this family secret. And the secret is that the men in the family can travel in time.
Am I still here?
For now. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right.
Looking forward to walking up to you 4 days ago and blowing your mind, though.
Well, if that happens, maybe you can tell me what it's like to meet your younger self.
All right, I'll let you know.
Number 1. Groundhog Day. It's fair to say that many of the time-looping films on this list likely never would have been made had it not been for this hilarious, heartwarming, and admittedly groundbreaking comedy. Directed and co-written by the legendary Harold Ramis, and starring Bill Murray, Groundhog Day follows TV weatherman Phil Connors, who finds himself reliving February 2nd, Groundhog Day, over and over again.
I could never love someone like you, Phil, because you'll never love anyone but yourself.
That's not true. I don't even like myself. Give me another chance.
It's widely considered one of the best comedies ever made, and while it may not be quite as complex as some of the other Deja Vu films discussed today, its enduring influence cannot be overstated. If there's one Deja Vu film we'd want to be stuck watching day after day, it's Groundhog Day. This video is brought to you by Happy Death Day to You, in theaters on February 13th. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.